I, like many people in this country, are utterly horrified and disgusted by all this anti-Asian violence in today's culture. And although I haven't seen your parents in a long time, I'm often worried about their safety. I just feel so overwhelmed and helpless, with the whole situation.
Yeah.
It's like, it's overwhelming, the violence against, Asians. And it's insane. Do you have any advice or anything, like what can we do to combat anti-Asian hate and misinformation?
I think it's just speaking up about it and talking about it and have it go beyond the Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. May, it was like a very big topic because it was the month that we were supposed to talk about our heritage, but then we have to take it beyond that, and actually talk about it while it's happening, and it's still happening. And, my parents are really resilient. They've been through a lot and they've seen a lot of racism in their time. They've been to in this country since 1964, and they've seen so many cycles of racism and been through a lot of it. And so they're very resilient through it. And so their approach is very philosophical, like, it's not as bad as, really not that bad. At least there's no helicopter dropped bomb. So they've had so many bad experiences. They came from a war-torn country.
Right. So they're like, this is child's play.
They're like, oh, there's no big deal. It's okay. But it's really like they're definitely more aware and much more careful about sort of where they are. And
good.
So, but it's like they're also very much like, we just take it as it comes. It's like, these things have happened before. Mm-hmm. And we've seen this before. And it is cyclical. Whenever America is in crisis, our Americanness comes into question. And that's happened over and over, from the gold rush to the rooting out of Chinatowns in the 1800s, to the Chinese Exclusion Act, to World War II with the Japanese internment camps, to the Vietnam War, to the turnover of the auto industry. Mm-hmm. When Japanese cars became more the norm, to the LA riots, to 9/11, where huge numbers of the South Asian community were threatened, just because people were just assuming that they were somehow connected to 9/11. The craziness, it's not even the same continent, but it's not even like any of those people, and all the people that are responsible for 9/11 died. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what is that about? And then, of course, coronavirus. Mm-hmm. It's just another emergence of that questionable Americanness idea. And it's like Trump saying, we'll build a wall to protect us from Mexico because they're all drug dealers and rapists. It's like, well, we're actually in Mexico. If you live in California, this is Mexico.
Yeah, it's like, we belong here.
We did. I mean, it's like, what are you talking about? It's like, this is Mexico. Like,
my house, my rules.
Yeah, it's so insane. And then also, we're all living on indigenous land. So it's not as if there's ownership of land. There's this idea of ownership of America or this country or whatever. And it's just a very weird, warped idea of nationalism, and it's hurting us.
It's that racist colonial mentality. Mm-hmm. This country was founded on colonial ideals. So it will always be racist.
And it's so disheartening, and it's so it's something that, like, I think we've got to let go. That's why I hate when this sort of insurrection is sort of like based on like 1776, the Revolutionary War. And they're like trying to act like they're just taking over, like they're the founding fathers again. It's like so insane.
Yeah, but you know what? While they're doing that, if they truly are honoring history, 1776, I want to see them in wigs with makeup and high heels
and lice.
Yeah,
and wooden teeth.
Lice and wooden teeth. I mean, come on.